Hello, welcome to the Roost and Root Homestead. My name's Shelby. We just started this little homestead in the northern part of Michigan. Today I'm going to be building a simple little cochin, I guess you could call coop. We're probably not going to be able to finish it today, but we're gonna mostly finish it besides the chicken wire. I'm gonna probably be pretty awkward on the camera at first because I'm not used to doing this, but something I want to try doing and see how it goes. So I'm gonna show you around and show you the garden and show you the birds we got, and yeah. I'm gonna show you around a little bit. Show you a little setup we got going on. Now this is more so my wife's garden than my garden. I helped her pick out the seeds, but I cannot remember for the life of me what all of them are. The ones I do know, these are beans. I'm assuming green beans, I believe. These ones here are peas. I'm not quite sure. Oh, these are broccoli. All broccoli. Another pea. I know these ones are all tomato plants. And we started these all from seeds. And it's our first year ever having a garden, so I mean, I think that they're doing pretty good. I know I still have a lot to learn, but pretty impressed with how it's turning out. She's got, looks like a double. She's got two of them or something right there. I don't know if that's another tomato plant or not. It looks like it. Or not a tomato plant, but I'm not sure what that is. I know these are carrots. Doing pretty good. We got some, I'm not sure if this is the sweet salad or if this is lettuce, but this is all either or, lettuce or the sweet salad mix. I believe this is the sweet salad with the darker leaves on it. Over here we got some onions. We have a very sad lettuce plant. Onions. And yeah, that's the extent of our gardening for this first year. We've been focusing more on the poultry side of things, but we wanted to do kind of a test run before we went bigger than this. We're probably still gonna keep something going in here, but I have something else I want to do next year for her. So when we moved in here, there's a fence that runs from the corner of the house here down into the woods, and then it goes into the woods and it comes up back to the shed. Well, the people we bought the house from had built a fence that went about from the corner here over to the corner of the shed. We ripped that out, and me, my wife, and my dad built this shed, or oh my goodness, this fence here. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna be super awkward because this is my first, my first video, my first time being on the camera, not used to talking. I'll show you what's in the shed. Okay, so in here, this is one of the little brooders that we made. It's just in our shed, just a regular plastic tote. We cut the top out of the lid, threw in some fencing, and I mean, it's not perfect, but it definitely works for what we need it for. We have some chickens in here. These are 4 girls, 4 ladies. My wife named them all after the Bob's Burgers women. So I'm not sure which one is which. That would have to be her ordeal. But these guys, I believe, will end up laying, I think, green eggs. The olive eggers. I'm not sure about that gray one in the back. I think he is a blue, or she is a blue. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I know this is going to be a lot of I don't remembers. I have like CRS. But yeah, their little setup. And then over here, this is kind of a mess, but we've got some calls. That little gray one is the blue bibbed call, and we have 3 black bibbed. Chilling, hanging out, having a good old time. And this is Richard. This is who we're gonna be building the coop for today. He is getting a girlfriend tomorrow, and I don't think his bachelor pad will suffice for him and his girlfriend. The reason Richard is getting a girlfriend is because Richard has been not so nice lately since we've got him. And the more he runs around with all the other ducks and chickens, he likes to pick on them and be mean to them. So we're going to try this and see if he ends up being any nicer. Richard is a cochin chicken, so he's got the feathered feet. No, this is not where they stay 24/7. They are out majority of the day. When I'm at work, I do put them up because we have a lot of predators around us, and they would be snagged by a hawk or gone faster than you can blink. So if I can't watch them for their safety, they get put up. But today, we are going to be... Oh, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me show you guys what else we got going on out here. So over here we have a hoop coop I just actually recently built this past weekend. I saw a thing online, I think it was probably TikTok, and it was just like a budget kind of friendly build for some chickens, but I like it more so for my ducks. I believe it's 2 2x4s, and I'm not sure if it was 2 2x8s or a 2x6, but 2 cattle panels. You end up bending them over and securing them to the base. You build the base, put the cattle panels in, then just wrap it in chicken wire. Build the door. They do have a little house and stuff in here. They are very, very close to 8 weeks. They're not quite yet, so I do still have a heating lamp in here at night for them. Michigan is very bipolar with the weather, and it's either 80 degrees one day and 50 degrees at night, or 60 degrees one day, 45 degrees in the nighttime. So I just wanted them to be comfortable out here. They got brought out here the beginning of this week. Kind of tried to predator proof it as best as we could. So yeah, we have Baloney and Tony are the ducks. I think Baloney is a girl and Tony is the boy. I'm not completely sure because they're not old enough yet for me to really tell, but over here we have the chickens. This is just a kind of a lean-to off the shed, just kind of open. There was a bunch of junk in here from that the previous people left for us to take care of when we bought the house. So we still have to take care of all that, but for now we just got it all cleaned out. Built some nesting boxes over there. Got the roosting bar we built. Food and water for the chickens and the ducks. They keep getting stuff all in their water, but you probably won't be able to see very well, but June and Johnny are back there, my 2 gray calls. June is very broody right now, sitting on about 11 or 12 eggs. So I don't really want to disturb her too much. Now here, this is Mrs. Peabody, Sheila, Jackie. That's Clyde the rooster and Bonnie. The rooster and the hen, those 2 are, I believe, Wyandotte chickens. My wife knows the name of the other 2 kinds we have. I know that Jackie is an Orpington. I'm just not sure the extent of any more than that. Just your basic run-of-the-mill chicken. So yeah, we've only lived here for about a year, so we have a lot of stuff that we still need to do. We're just trying to prioritize stuff, working on the house and whatever else. So, but today we're going to be building and working on Richard's little setup here. Richard and his girlfriend. I just used some spare wood I had laying around. I know that it's not gonna last forever. I know that it's not treated. I know. This is just kind of a temporary thing for now. So what I plan on doing is I want to take those boards here, and I need to say this before we even get started. I am by means no builder. I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. I just kind of wing it. It's not going to be beautiful. It's just going to be functional. But anyways, I want to probably put these about 3 foot apart, build them like a little house right here, a little raised house with a ramp that comes down. And I know it's not the biggest run, but like I said, they come out for at least a couple hours during the day, so they're not constantly in here. During the weekends, they are out most of the day. During the weekday, I have to work, so they're only out for a couple hours because, like I said, the predators and stuff. But yeah, I'm just kind of using stuff that's laying around. We're gonna have to get some more chicken wire for this, but let's get started. Hi guys. I just want to start off by saying thank you for watching the video. But yeah, so I guess a little background about me and my wife. Like I said, my name's Shelby. I'm 26 years old, born and raised in Michigan. My wife, her name is also Shelby. She is 31, also born and raised in Michigan. We both have kind of collectively had a dream ever since we got together about having our own little homestead and having our animals and just kind of being at peace, because that's what makes us happy, is our little 2.5 acres with our garden and our animals and each other. So yeah, we got married in August of 2020. So we've been together about 5 years, married anyway. We just bought this house and this land last August of 2024. So this is all fairly new. So you're probably gonna see a lot of, progress throughout these videos, I hope. I'm hoping that at least we will see some progress in all the things that we're doing and working on. And yeah, so we've done a lot, but still a lot to do. So starting off, I should have recorded the frame building, but it's just, it was just 2 scrap pieces of wood that I had laying around. I believe they're 8 foot long by 4 foot wide. You could do 6 foot to make it wider. But I'm only probably gonna have, I don't know, I'll probably add a couple more chickens into this coop, but smaller chickens anyway. I'm not sure if I want to go with more cochins or if I want to do maybe a couple Saramas. If we go the Sarama route, though, I'm going to end up having to put them in the shed in the winter time so they don't get too cold. So, I don't know, it's something else I have to think about. But yeah, so 8 foot long by 4 foot wide. And nothing was straight because it's been outside and getting rained on. It was outside all winter, so. And obviously, I'm not sure how long it sat there before that. So, I built the frame, just screwed the frame together. Eventually, I'd like to stain it or paint it. The screws that I was using were terrible, so I ended up getting a hammer, you'll see throughout this. Just kind of using the things that I had laying around, but I ended up having to buy another pack of screws and chicken wire. And I know this is a very long time lapse. Feel free to stop, rewind, pause, ask me questions if you need, you know. I'm here to answer whatever I can, and if I personally don't know, my wife is pretty intelligent, so she's always around to answer questions as well. She's not really big on the camera, so you will probably see more of me versus her, but I think she'll come around eventually as this progresses on. And at the end of the day, if nobody really watches it, that's fine. I want to do this for me and her, just to kind of see where we came from, and you know, maybe 10 years down the road be like, oh man, like look at all this has changed, and you know. So, but enough of that. Here I am, making it would be the base for their house, for the coaching house. I just cut, I don't know what size board they are, but they were pretty thin. I ended up just cutting them into slices and laying them down. Might not be the best thing in the winter time, but they have to have some kind of ventilation. And this isn't like the complete finished product or anything like that yet, so somehow these boards ended up being the perfect size for the walls of the house. And as a side note, you'll probably see throughout this video, me, my grandma, or my wife kind of corralling Richard around because he likes to bully everybody else. He's the backyard bully. Picks on literally everyone. So that's a big reason why I wanted to build this. And we ended up getting him Renee, which is his new girlfriend. So I personally think that he's much happier now. And Richard was raised by a Sarama chicken. That's his, I guess what we call his mom, even though it's not his mom. She sat on him and hatched him, and he ended up getting obviously bigger than her, because Saramas don't get huge. And he started picking on her. So my mother-in-law was like, hey, you guys want to take him? Like, so I'm like, heck yeah, he's pretty cool or whatever. And he's definitely got a personality, but he's just a big bully. I'll put a picture of him, and he is definitely a character. That is for sure. He's a party chicken. I'll have get-togethers and parties, and he likes to go around and see what everybody's up to, and you eat dinner outside, he's sitting right there checking you out and seeing what you got on your plate. I feel like the camera was in a perfect spot for that. That sun coming through right there. But anyway, here I am standing here forever trying to figure out what I should do for the front, because I wanted them to have a big enough door to go in, but I also didn't have a piece of wood that was big enough for the front. So exactly what I did for the bottom or the base of the house is what I did for the front of the house. You'll be able to see it closer when I'm back. And my wife was around, and I'm stubborn, but this was a pain in the butt to do by myself, to try and hold these. But yeah, I'm probably going to quit talking here and let you watch the video. Thanks for sticking around.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
These hands of mine have got some stories to tell. Seen parts of heaven and a whole lot of hell. Headed west to stake a claim in the ground. I got as far as Cripple Creek that night. I met a girl with golden hair and green eyes. Fell in love on the outskirts of town. Hung my
Music
hat,
licensing
figured I'd stick
reimagined.
around. Hey, the part of me that longs to hold her at night would bury any man that don't treat her right. I'm gonna love and live and kill and fight with my whole heart. till death do us part.
Artlist.io.
There was a man who ran that whole damn town. He thought he owned her and that they'd settle down. Took her back with a Colt 44. I loaded up and rode out into the night. Took out his men and by the
Music
dawn's
licensing
early light,
reimagined.
left a blood trail up to his porch. Held my breath and I kicked down the door. The same part of me that holds her at night would bury any man that don't treat her right. I'm gonna love and live and kill and fight with my whole heart till death do us
Artlist.io.
part. Down on his knees, he was begging for his life. She looked up at me without a tear in her eye. So I put that gun in her hand. Sometimes it takes a woman
Music
to
licensing
end a
reimagined.
man. The same part of me that holds her at night would bury any man that don't treat her right. I'm gonna love and live and kill and fight my whole heart till death do us part.
Artlist.io.
The lightning shows my weakness, the thunder knows my secrets. The storm is like a brother, it knows me like no
Music
other.
licensing
So let it
reimagined.
rumble, let it roll, 'cause it's all I know. You can keep your calm and easy, but that peaceful life ain't for me. The harshest gales call out from the tree, like it can sense the reckless in me. And when the
Artlist.io.
clouds roll in, it's like I'm home again. Don't need your safe and sound. Let the rain come down. Let the rain come down. Let the rain come down.
Music licensing reimagined.
I see the waters rising with waves as strong as iron. My soul was born for running. The darkness is my compass, and I will follow where it goes, 'cause it's all I know. You can keep your sunshine
Artlist.io.
story, but that peaceful life ain't for me. The harshest gales call out from the trees, like it can sense the reckless in me. And when the clouds roll in, it's like I'm
Music
home
licensing
again. Don't
reimagined.
need your safe and sound. Let the rain come down. Let the rain come down. Let the rain come down. Oh. Sirens ring and run for shelter. I
Artlist.io.
will chase that storm forever. The harshest gales call out from the trees, like they can sense the reckless in me. And when the clouds roll in, feels like
Music
I'm home
licensing
again.
reimagined.
Don't need your
This is the finished small chicken pen, cochin pen. So I need to put some rocks around the outside. I need to put a roosting bar in there also. He's got one underneath. But a lot of scrap wood. Set forward, or I think these 2x4s here. What are you doing, Richard? What are you doing, Richard? Richard and Renee. Renee's a little bit younger, but just vibing out, living our best life. I still need to put a tarp on the top too. Give them a little bit of shade. My wife made this door out of a pallet. Pretty sweet. There's a caterpillar right here. Everybody got some watermelon yesterday. See how these ladies are today. June, how come you're not on your nest, baby? I'll show you guys her nest while she's off of it. Yes, hi, June. The broody girl in question. They love their watermelons. Need to clean out their water today. Kind of a weird spot for her nest, but last time I counted there was about 12 eggs in there. She does keep throwing some out. If anybody knows why, let me know. I don't know if there's something wrong with those, like this one, or if she's just got too many, I'm not sure. But kind of neat, she takes the chicken feathers and makes her own little nest. Kind of ready for her to get out of here though, because since she went birdie, we haven't gotten any chicken eggs out of our chickens, so I think I'm gonna build a small cow hoop coop for them. Yeah, you guys' pen needs a little love, huh? Yeah. They do have fresh water over here. And food, obviously, but they do get scratched in the morning. The ducks, you know, can never keep their water clean. This pretty girl here, Sheila. I believe she's a Rhode Island Red. Then we got Bonnie Girl and Clyde. Clyde's whole face is dirty. Jackie over there. And Johnny. Mrs. Peabody's over there in the back. She's the other red. Johnny and June are the gray calls. We got all these chickens and these 2 ducks from my mother and father-in-law